MasterChef has come to Ireland in search of the country's top amateur chefs. A grueling process of challenges that will push each contestant to their very limits. It's the ultimate in cooking. And judging it are two of Ireland's foremost culinary figures. Michelin star chef Dylan McGrath, who at the age of just 29 was one of the youngest chefs ever to be awarded this honour.
It'll be really interesting to see what sort of talent is out there.
And restaurateur Nick Mounier, who brings over 20 years' experience working front of house for some of the UK and Ireland's top restaurants.
To be able to sort of take and nurture these home amateur cooks but turn them into chefs. Now that is what I'm really excited to do.
Each with their own Dublin-based restaurants, Nick and Dylan are at the forefront of the culinary evolution in Ireland. And they know exactly what they're looking for from their MasterChef contestants. From over 1,000 applications, now just 12 amateur cooks remain as they battle it out to win €25,000 and the honour of becoming the first ever Irish MasterChef.
Today, we'll be running a service from this kitchen. I'll be running the pass, and Nick will be hosting the evening with the diners in the restaurant.
What makes this a real challenge is that you'll be cooking your favourite dishes for some of the country's finest palates. Chefs, food bloggers, and restaurant owners.
Everybody's name is in here. So the first four that I take out are going to be on starters. Mary, Claire Ann, Pierce, and Richard.
Our mains are Colonel, Shane, Grant, and last but not least, Regine.
So that means everyone else is on dessert.
At the end of this service, 2 of you will be going home. So please now go out and put on your chef's whites, and good luck.
Previously, each contestant was asked to design their ultimate 3-course dinner. Nick and Dylan have randomly chosen who is cooking what, and now the contestants will have 1.5 hours to prepare the relevant course before the guests arrive.
Petrified. Of all the dishes to get, the starter was the one I didn't want. I'm pretty gutted actually to get the starter.
It's gonna be tough. Like, you know, we're talking about getting things out under pressure to Dylan, who's not gonna take anything other than the best.
This is a rush, but this you're cooking for experts, you're cooking for the best of the best in Ireland, so the pressure is really on now.
Not only must the contestants plate up dishes worthy of a high-end restaurant, they must also work as a team to ensure that each table's course arrives at the pass at the same time.
This is going to be a huge challenge today.
We're really going to see who's going to step up to the mark. You know, we're sitting in a restaurant today, let's face it, and I want everybody to be happy.
Can you remember your first service?
Just about.
Can you? I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous, I have to say. I mean, we're bringing in kind of a lot of people who really know what they're doing in terms of food, and to keep them happy with a bunch of people cooking a service for the first time, it's kind of a bit daunting.
This is going to be a huge, huge one to see who can pull it off and who can come out the front.
With With some of Ireland's leading culinary figures arriving in just 90 minutes, each contestant's preparation time will be crucial to the success of their dish.
Okay, guys, your hour and a half starts now.
With Mary, Pierce, Claire-Anne and Richard all on starters, any delay they cause will have a serious knock-on effect on the other courses.
They need to bring this together as a team that have never worked together before. And if they don't anticipate what the other person is,
Exactly, yeah.
we could run into
It's
real
full
trouble.
flat, yeah.
You're not going to come in and give me a hand now?
I'd love to. If we're in trouble, just give me a shout.
I'll holler.
For her starter, Mary is making langoustine parpadelli with wild mushrooms, truffle shavings and a quail's egg.
I'm going to try and show just versatility. That's what I'm hoping to do, you know, show them that I can do pasta, show them that I can do different styles of food and that I'm adaptable and that I'm not a one-trick pony.
Last week, Mary really impressed with her strawberry trio, but she struggled with organisation.
You can't work in that mess and produce clean food.
I'll take that on board.
Yeah. God, you're crazy. Go in first.
Okay.
Then go back that way. You're doing your usual, yeah?
Sorry.
I want to see you organised. I'd say it's going to be a bomb site over there today.
Also with a seafood starter, Richard is making a complicated Japanese-style salmon plate.
I made it up out of my head, so it's kind of something that I was pretty proud of, but it's different when you have to do it for, you know, a large number of people, and, you know, Dylan's going to be calling that. So it makes the dish a lot trickier.
With a mousse, a foam and a jelly to make, Richard's preparation time is key.
If he pulls that off, that's going to be quite a stunning dish, isn't it?
Yeah, he might pull it off the first time, but can he pull it off for the second and third or fourth order?
Yeah.
Last week, Richard cut his finger and failed to plate up a complete dish. And with so many processes to get through today, will he hold up service?
You're the most complex out of everyone, so we're going to be working around you, but at the same time, I'm not going to be waiting on you. Do you understand?
I understand.
The dish I'm doing today is a really, really, really simple dish. And it's my only fear about the dish is that I might have gone a bit too simple.
You've done this before, have you?
I have indeed, yeah, but I normally do it in a slightly different way.
Cooking watercress soup with rocket, spinach and a poached duck egg, the difficulty for Pierce will be balancing flavours.
It's one of those dishes that there's only a couple of elements in it. So I really have to nail those couple of elements and get them absolutely spot on.
I'm expecting a really green soup. I mean, he's looking for all those peppery flavours from his rocket and his watercress, and a very classic, simple soup, but done wrong could be real car crash.
Sorbet's on, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, and you're confident about your sorbet?
Yes.
Good.
Claire-Anne's dish of scallop tartare with gazpacho and a tomato sorbet will be the only cold starter on the menu.
I'm a little concerned about my sorbet. I haven't actually had a go at it before, but I have made sorbets before. So I'm hoping that the flavours I've thought of in my head will translate properly onto the plate.
While Claire-Anne's innovativeness has sometimes impressed, her dishes can be overcomplicated and fussy.
Considering what we've seen you do already,
Yeah.
I think this has been your weakest dish.
Oh dear.
Delighted that Claire-Anne is going for something so simple, rather than the crazy stuff all the time.
This is completely different for her today, isn't it?
This is a very unique dish for her, and it shows she's really listening.
Guys, you are 50 minutes in. You have another 40 minutes left. So keep focused.
Cooking the mains are Shane, Grant, Connell and Brijean.
This is going to be like top-class people. They know their food, they know what they want. If any element is wrong, it could be disastrous.
Right, they're definitely not all the same size.
No, why did you do it last one? You should just use one and then use that as a template.
I know, obviously now.
Bridgeen is preparing a restaurant classic of seared fillet of Irish beef with béarnaise sauce and twice-cooked chips.
Massive concerns about cooking steak to order. Worst case scenario, 9 people order steak. But what are the chances of that?
Are you happy that that sabayon has cooked
Yeah.
before you started adding the butter?
Yeah.
You sure?
Thanks.
You know how to cook it? Yeah. Okay. She's going to go for a dish that should be relatively easy for her to execute, that she gets every component of it right. That's the cooking of the meat, the crispness of the chips, the acidity of the sauce, and the freshness of the salad.
Yeah.
With red mullet and a saffron mash, Grant is cooking his third fish dish in the competition.
2 per person should be...
Well, it depends on how they shrink up.
They shrink up, yep, yep. I'm worried about this because I haven't really practiced this dish. But look, I'm going to do my best to get it out there. As long as I'm not those bottom 2, I'll be happy to scrape through today.
Last week, Grant's lobster curry got him high praise.
You've really shown me today that you can cook, and for that, I'm impressed.
But will he be able to maintain this high standard?
This is the most challenging dish he's done yet. I really want to see crispy skin on the mullet. I want to see not too heavy on the saffron. It could, if it's done right, it could be a great dish.
I haven't taken risks before. I've always played on the safe side. I just went from university to getting a job, getting something that was steady. MasterChef was a great opportunity. You know, it's my dream, and I this time followed my dream.
Preparing venison with a red currant sauce, celeriac and a potato fondant, this is Shane's first meat dish.
Shane's got a lot going on today. He's really challenged himself. And it's not that there's too much. It's just, he's going to need to be very organised to pull it together.
I think the one thing I've been working hard on, you know, to try and make myself stand out is presentation and put something really amazing on the plate, but at the same time not losing flavour.
So is the fish going to be on the risotto, is it?
Yeah, so I'm going to serve it in a little rectangle. The fish is in a rectangle, put the fish on top.
Cooking pan-fried fillet of hake with herb risotto flavoured with Mount Callan cheddar cheese, each element of Connell's dish requires very different timing.
Getting that right is going to be really the challenging part of today. But the person who's going to win this is the person who's going to work the best under this type of pressure.
He's shown great lightness up until now, so I'm hoping that that's going to follow through in his work today. It sounds like a promising dish.
Okay. Guys, you have 15 minutes left.
First on desserts is Christine, who's making poached rhubarb with balsamic marinated strawberries, mascarpone cream and an orange twill.
There is a lot of precision in what I'm doing. You know, it might sound simple, but there is a lot of precision and kind of detailing. So that's kind of the worries that I would have. But no, I'm kind of confident now at the moment, so.
She's picked some great flavours for this time of year. Some Irish rhubarb, Irish strawberries.
So nothing complicated is what you're saying, is it?
Nothing too out of depth. It should look quite clean. Do you need a lid?
Yeah, I wonder, there's none over there.
I'll go looking, yeah? I'll be your commie, will I?
Aw, thanks.
Having ended up in the bottom 4 last week with her scallop and asparagus dish,
It's like a dish missing components. It's not complete.
will Christine's seasonal dessert be enough?
Oh, you're a star. Thanks a million.
Keep an eye on it
Thank
now,
you.
yeah? Don't overcook it.
Last time, Barry's scallop dish also landed him in the bottom 4.
They're not cooked very well. So if you're going to take on something, I want to see you do the simple things done right first.
This time, he's hoping that his dessert of pan perdu, a creamed rice compote and a shot of creamy Irish mist will impress with its simple flavours.
So you're just going to put that on the plate, pan perdu,
pan
fishes
perdu
on the
beside
top.
it. Yeah. No, pan perdu is beside it, and a bit of brioche of that already there. So you have cream rice, little raspberry compote at the bottom, a couple of fresh raspberries.
Pretty tense, pretty nervous because it's so simple. Everything has to be perfect, so I'm hoping just to pretty much get the dish perfect, flavours perfect, and that's enough to see me through, hopefully.
It's important that looks elegant. I'm not convinced with the Irish mist as to he seems to think you should drink it at the end. There's a good chance you might need to drink it at the start.
cooking his first dessert of the competition, Jarek hopes his strawberry shortbread with a cocoa twist will be a hit with the foodies.
Is it going to be a nice smooth finish, or is it going to be like that?
No, it's going to be nice, smooth. It'll be rolling.
Oh, yeah, you're going to roll it.
Perfect, surface.
Okay, yeah.
After that, I was like, that's the one.
Okay.
I feel very nervous because desserts, this is my weakness, but I'm going to have to deal with it. And I hope I will do my best to deliver a really good, tasty dessert.
Oh, this looks great. Are you comfortable you're going to get it off that tray?
Yeah.
You're going to get it off the tray, okay?
Hopefully, maybe use this one to lift it up.
Do it onto paper.
The paper.
Use your brain, yeah?
The final dessert on the menu will be Mike's classic French apple tarte tatin with homemade vanilla ice cream.
I love the pressure of a kitchen. You know, it is a bit stressful and there's heat there, and I have been in kitchens and I've experienced it. But I love working with food, not only creating the dish, but serving the dish. You know, getting the dish out to people and watching their reactions on it. I want to get a nice soft apple, but I want to get the caramels around, you know, that crunchy pastry around the edges.
That's what you want. And you want that deep, dark caramel. You know that?
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Guys, you have 5 minutes left.
Okay, guys, your time is up. Stop cooking.
And as the diners take their places, there's no more the contestants can do, except wait for the first orders to arrive at the pass. After an hour and a half of preparation time, the MasterChef contestants are awaiting their first food orders from some of Ireland's most experienced palates.
I would be as critical of this as I would be of any meal that I'd go out for a fine dining experience somewhere, so I expect it to be good.
I'm hoping they can do the simple things well. Ultimately, it's going to come down to taste. You know, that's really what this is about. The food has to taste really good.
The biggest challenge in any service can often be nerves. If somebody is in there and their hands are shaking, they need to overcome that, because if they don't, they won't be the person who'll win this competition.
This is a cooking competition, so I think the standard has got to be good. As much advice as we can give them is just to keep it simple, let the ingredients speak for itself, and don't overcomplicate it.
Do you feel you're ready to order?
Have the scallop, please.
I'd like to take the langoustine to start, please.
Lovely.
I'm going to commit to the scallop, please.
Scallop
Yeah,
yourself?
lovely.
Yep.
Okay, guys, first table. 1 salmon, 1 langoustine, 1 scallop. Everybody understand? Yes?
Yes, chef.
Chef.
To start, I'll have the scallop tartare, please.
Lovely.
Do langoustine.
Check on 2 scallops, 2 langoustine. We need to get a move on because we're going to go 3 minutes behind the first check.
Yes,
Okay?
chef.
I'm going to go for the langoustine.
Do langoustine.
I'm going to do the langoustine.
I'm going to have the langoustine. Sounds really nice.
So far, Mary's langoustine pappardelle is proving to be the most popular starter.
Check on 3 langoustine, 1 scallop.
And she now has a total of 7 to make.
I think I do thrive on being challenged. As the adrenaline kicks in, you just realise actually it's sink or swim and survival kind of instinct. Hopefully I'll rise to the challenge. Spoon.
I want to see on the pass in 1 minute, 1 salmon, 1 langoustine, 1 scallop. on, Mary.
I just need something to get the pasta out of it.
Step on it. Let me see a langoustine as quickly as possible.
Richard has 3 Japanese salmon dishes to prepare, while Claire Anne has a total of 4 scallop tartares on order. And so far, there have been no orders for Pierce's watercress soup.
Let's go, let's see a scallop. Yeah, let's go. How long on a langoustine?
30 seconds.
Come on, let's go. Service, please.
With 1 table served, there are still 3 tables awaiting their first course.
2 scallops, 2 langoustine, minute and a half, yes?
Yes, chef. This is beyond stressful.
Check on 2 soup.
Yes, chef.
With 2 orders in, Pierce can now start finalising his watercress soup. But with Mary now running behind, will she delay everyone's order?
How many langoustine are meant to have on now?
You got 30 seconds on this.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to go on a minute and a half behind on 2 salmon, Richard.
Yes, chef.
Okay, let me see these 2 scallops, please, Claire Anne. Mary, have you got a grill there? These are not warm enough, Mary. Come on.
With Mary struggling and her dishes not hot enough, Richard is called in to help her out.
Pardon? Grill. Claire Anne's grill. Quickly. Straight, Richard. Careful, one at a time, Richard. Can we have it hot this time, please?
Yes, chef.
That's it. Hot, Richard. Hot. Richard.
So.
Yes?
Yes, chef.
Richard, I want to see that salmon, yeah? 2 salmon, yes?
Yes, chef.
Service, please.
With the orders backing up, Mary must get her last batch of langoustine out.
Are those langoustines hot, are they?
Yes, chef.
Come on, Mary. 3 langoustine, Mary. Don't slow down.
Yeah.
Let's go. 3 langoustine. Yes, you're ready, Claire Anne?
Yes, chef.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. Come on, where's this 3 langoustine?
It's coming, chef. Sorry,
yeah, it's
chef.
too long, Mary. It really is too long.
Yeah, chef. How many orders left on the...
No, that's it, Mary. 3 langoustine. You're off the hook. What was that? Was that a curse word?
No.
Make sure the eggs are hot, Pierce. Put your finger on them. All right, I want those 2 soup now. Let's go, Pierce.
Come on, soup, chef. We're on the way.
Yeah. Good job, Pierce. 3 langoustine, yes? Am I cleaning the plates, Mary, am I?
Sorry.
Can I get some more truffle, Mary? Yes, it looks beautiful. Lots of moisture. Perfect. Yeah, we're in a recession, Mary. We're in a recession. Service, please.
Am I done now, chef?
You're done, yeah? I'm done.
Sorry. Disaster.
Good.
Well done, honey. That was
Sorry, guys.
so hard.
Mary has made 7 plates of her langoustine pappardelle with wild mushrooms, truffle shavings and a quail's egg.
I'm just generally quite messy and that was proved to be a disaster today. I just hope I pulled it back enough. I think it'll be, I'll be lucky if I survive, I don't know.
Presentation-wise, it looks fantastic. Lovely pasta, really silky, really beautiful prawn. There's a lot of flavour going on, but it's really rich. It's really good dish.
That was absolutely lovely. There was a lovely balance between the mushrooms, beautifully cooked and lovely and juicy, just sort of melted. It was absolutely delicious.
Well executed, very well cooked, perfect pasta. If I was in a really good restaurant, I would have been, and even myself, I would have been proud to serve that dish, you know. Really good. Really impressed, I have to say.
Richard made 3 plates of his Japanese-style salmon with a daikon salad, wasabi mayonnaise, soya jelly and umboshi foam.
No, I wasn't happy with everything. I don't think. It's just hard to know because there was a lot going on. cooking the second batch of salmon, so I don't know, if it was undercooked or overcooked or cooked.
The salmon came out beautifully presented, but it was actually very disappointing. I have to say the salmon was overcooked. The best thing on the plate was that jelly that he did. Best thing on the plate.
Very interesting, a few mistakes, but overall, I liked very much the soya jelly, which was quite amazing. I never tasted that before. And the wasabi sauce and the salmon was perfectly cooked, I have to say.
Claire Anne served up 4 bowls of her scallop tartare with green gazpacho and tomato sorbet.
I think that my dish was unusual and brave in the sense that it was relying purely on the flavours. It was not showing the most amount of technique.
I think it looks really lovely. The gazpacho is lovely. It's quite, it's very light, very zingy. There's loads of lemon, lots of garlic in there. A little bit of chilli in there would be a good idea. Needs a little bit more seasoning, but it's a very nice, lively dish, and it's quite creative.
Tartare scallops, lovely, fresh. I was a little bit disappointed about the gazpacho. I found the gazpacho very, very strong, overpowering the flavour of the scallops, so I didn't have any flavour really of the scallops.
There was faults to it, but it was a nice way to start a meal. It was clean and it was quite elegant, and it was fresh, and I was ready for the main course then, so I enjoyed the scallop.
And Pierce made 2 bowls of his watercress soup with rocket, spinach and a poached duck egg.
I was happy with what I got out. The soup went out hot. I think I had it well seasoned, although, everybody's palates are different, so hopefully the people that ordered it agreed that it was nicely seasoned and that there was good flavour in it.
Egg appears to be cooked well. It's nice and warm. It's, for me, a little salty. I don't think it's been terribly well executed. I think there was more effort gone into how it looks presentation-wise than actually how it tastes.
It's nice. It doesn't really taste watercressy. It's over spinach and rocketed.
With the starters finished, it's now time for the mains to take centre stage.
I think I'm going to give the roast hake.
And the hake.
With the Mount Callan cheddar risotto. I'm
going to try the venison.
Do you have venison?
Yeah.
Where's the venison from?
Wicklow. That's where the best game comes from, so.
I'll go with the mullet, the red mullet.
So that's 1 venison, 1 mullet, 1 hake. 3 minutes, guys.
3 minutes.
Yep. Yes.
I am going to try the hake.
Okay, main course, I got the hake.
The hake?
Hake as well, please.
This time, it's Connell's hake which is proving the most popular order with the diners.
Next table is 3 hake and 1 venison. After that is 3 hake and 1 venison, okay?
With a total of 8 dishes to get out, Connell is under pressure not to create a backlog.
Okay, let's go. 30 seconds. The hake is cooked.
Hake's cooked, ready to go.
Grant, make sure your potatoes are really hot, yeah?
Yep.
Grant has a total of 2 orders for his red mullet with saffron mash.
Okay, guys, let's make a move. Come on.
30 seconds, chef.
20 seconds.
And while Shane has 3 orders for his venison and red currant sauce, Breejean's fillet of beef has received just 1.
Okay, just watch your sauce. It's very sweet, that, okay? Don't put too much on. Potatoes are stone cold. Can you go and get that under the grill quickly, please? You got to get the mashed potato hotter.
Bring back up the hake,
okay,
yes,
it's the
chef.
last time now we do this, yeah?
Yes, chef.
Can I get this other plate, please? It's nice. Come on, service, please.
With just 1 order gone, Connell still has 7 hake dishes to get out.
Want to clear down some of your crazy madness, yeah?
Yeah, will do, chef.
Yeah, let's get, come on, fish is nearly cooked. Yeah?
Absolutely,
Turn
chef.
it down, man, yeah? Let's go. Let's go.
Plating up, chef. 1 minute, chef.
Come on. You've got 3 more after that. You've got to really organise yourself now, yeah? Grant, bring up the hick.
Thanks, Grant.
Get the fish on straight away, yep?
Just trying to get the pan hot,
Come on,
chef.
Connell. I want to see a much better 3 hick coming on the last table.
Sure.
Keep the meat up on top of the cabbage like this, okay? Service, please, guys. Come on, guys.
Okay.
Yes?
On the way, chef.
Come on.
With Connell on a roll and 7 orders gone, there is now just 1 table left to serve.
Okay, so we're going on 1 beef rare now, 1 mullet, 1 hick. This hick is for Nick. Any chance we can have crispy skin this time?
Yeah, chef.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's go, Connell.
I'm ready to go, chef.
Come on. That's the best plate you've put up all day.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you.
It's as well, it's for Nick. Let's hope it tastes nice.
Yeah, I hope so.
Finally got sweat out of you.
Yeah.
You're gonna shock me this time, are we? Skin is definitely crispier. Just get your quenelle a lot neater than that. Yeah, you can do better than that. Yep, chef. Good man.
And with the final dishes of hake and red mullet ready to go out, the only outstanding order is Breeding's beef.
We're waiting on this beef here.
We're waiting on the beef, chef, yeah.
Can we have a beef, please?
Yes, chef.
Big portion, yeah? They'd want to be starving, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Service, please.
Shane has made 3 plates of his fillet of venison with cabbage and pancetta, potato fondant, chanterelle and celeriac with a red currant sauce.
I'm not happy with a lot of things. Cabbage I wasn't happy with. I got it served up, I wouldn't be happy with it. Thought it was too wilted, too yellow, should be more green, brighter. But I don't know whether it's good enough or not.
The presentation was lazy. The venison itself is fantastic. You know, it would have been nice if it was a little crispier on the outside. Everything bar the red currant sauce is quite flavoursome, but it is a mumble jumble of ingredients, you know.
The venison was really nicely cooked, very tender. Cabbage worked well, but the sauce was too sweet. And like, you know, the red currant jelly in a nice bit of jus and some vinegar, so sweet and sour, that would have worked really good. And I thought the potato fondant was a wee bit big, but it was still nicely cooked. But I was definitely very happy with that.
Grant has served up 2 plates of pan-fried red mullet with sweet onion puree, salsa verde and saffron mash.
That was an intense experience, and it was just the pressure, just not focusing. I think just the situation got to me. I actually am quite worried now that this could be it for me.
The dressing is kind of very dry, it's all split out. The herbs are all withered from the hot plate.
Nearly a starter for me. It's a little bit small for a main course.
Just let down by not enough of it, firstly, and also the salsa verde. It's not blitzed fine enough, it's just a little bit grainy, and also it hasn't got enough punch. It's very subtle, actually. It doesn't really set off the fish.
Connell has made 8 dishes of pan-fried fillet of hake, green herb risotto flavoured with Mount Callan cheddar cheese, confit of turnip and a rocket salad.
It was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. You know, trying to keep everything going, trying to get the risotto on and keeping it not too stodgy. But I think I pulled it off, just about. I'm a bit worried about how the risotto was for Nick, though, so that's not good.
The risotto is very soggy. The fish is actually nicely cooked. Could have been crispier on the skin. The risotto just lets itself down.
I'm disappointed with the dish. I really am. Overcooked rice, small portion of fish, wilted rocket on top of it. Too much grated cheese on top of the fish. A hake died for no reason today.
I was interested in the use of turnip because it's a very Irish ingredient, but it just tasted of boiled turnip. But actually the cheddar that came with it was a lovely punchy flavour, and just it alone with the risotto would have been really nice. As it was very insipid.
It was a bit bland, but I was amazed about the way the fish was cooked. It was nice and moist. Oh, it was superb. So fair play to the guy or the girl who did it.
Anne Bridine served up one dish of her seared fillet of beef with béarnaise sauce and twice cooked chips.
It was really tough in there, and I just hate to think, because of, you know, one piece of meat, that could be it. It's too much to bear, really.
Beautiful. Beautiful beef. Beautiful asparagus. Totally seasonal. It's just a beautiful classic dish.
With a dining room full of some of Ireland's leading culinary figures, the MasterChef contestants are facing their biggest challenge to date. And with 2 courses finished, it's time for the remaining 4 on desserts to complete the service.
I'll have the rhubarb and strawberries, please.
Rhubarb, good choice.
Tartare.
And the tartare?
And the pan perdu.
And the pan perdu.
2 rhubarb, 1 shortbread first. After that will be 3 rhubarb and 1 shortbread. Yes?
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Rhubarb and strawberries, please.
Rhubarb and strawberry?
Yeah.
I'll have the rhubarb. And the rhubarb.
And I'm going to have the rhubarb, please.
And the rhubarb.
Yeah, sounds good.
With 7 poached rhubarb and balsamic strawberries, Christine has the largest dessert order. Yarrick has received a total of 3 orders for his strawberry shortbread, while Mike's apple tart tatin and Barry's pan perdu with creamed rice each have just 2 orders.
How long are you going to be?
Just give it 1 minute.
Let's go. It looks wonderful. It's very nice.
2 rhubarb chips.
It looks very nice. Service, please. Is everybody ready on 1 shortbread, 1 pan perdu, 1 apple tatin, and 1 rhubarb?
Yes, chef.
Okay, 30 seconds, guys. Yes, tatin is on the way. Let's go.
Chef, do you want some more sauce?
Yeah, give me that. Come on, let's go. Run, 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 run.
Chef, can I get a spoon? Cornell for off the top.
Barry, try and give me a neater quenelle, man, yeah?
Yep.
Looks like
Yes,
it fell
chef.
from the roof. Service, please.
Wow, that's interesting. Look at the apple. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
With just 1 more batch of desserts now to go, the contestants need to give the final push.
Okay, guys, waiting on 2 rhubarb, 1 more brioche, and 1 tatin. How long?
12 more minutes.
12 minutes? We just go and get them an ice cream instead then, will we? Three more minutes.
3 more minutes.
Come on, guys, let's get finished. Come on. Service, please.
Are we done?
Oh, really? Yeah, we are, yeah.
Sorry, bring over. Well done, team.
Barry has made 2 plates of pan perdu with roasted peaches, raspberry creamed rice compote, served with a shot of creamy Irish mist.
It was a good service for me. I felt I'd done well, so I think I've gone a wee bit to redeem myself. Give me a confidence boost, maybe.
pan perdue will have like a crispy crust on the outside, and when you crack into it, it's liquid on the inside. This is not, it's just bread. It's a very, very difficult dessert to get right.
The sound of it sounds amazing, and it's all become quite stodgy, because a rice pudding should be moist and fluffy, and that he's let himself down, which is unfortunate.
Yarrick has served up 3 strawberry shortbreads with a hint of cocoa and layered with creme patisserie.
I don't know what to think. I'm a bit worried and upset, stressed. I'm stressed right now.
The shortbread was slightly undercooked, but give that person time that created that dish and it would be spot on.
Visually, that was a stunning dish, and flavour which above and beyond anything else, that's the most important thing, and that was perfect.
Mike plated up 2 apple tart tatin with vanilla ice cream.
The ice cream with the tart tatin would be fantastic, but I don't know what state it got out to the guests. That hopefully it was just right for them. If it was melted, it would let the dish down. Yeah, and there'd be a disappointment now if that happened.
Dessert was definitely the highlight. The ice cream was almost like a creme anglaise, and the puff pastry was beautiful. A lot of apple, which is quite nice, and a fantastic dish overall.
I have to say it's 10 out of 10. It's absolutely stunning, it's beautiful, the way it was presented. The ice cream is gorgeous, it's creamy, it's got vanilla in it, exactly how you want it. The apple's perfectly cooked. It's a classic tart tatin done beautifully, so he should be very proud of himself, and hats off to him. It's beautiful.
And Christine made 7 plates of her poached rhubarb and balsamic marinated strawberries, mascarpone cream, served with an orange twill.
All mine was relied on my prep work, you know. But I was very pleased with mine, so hopefully now it does have what it takes for me to get through now to the next stage.
I thought dessert was very simple. The shortbread, or the biscuit tuile, you could call it, was nice taste of almonds and orange in it, but I thought it lacked a bit of imagination and creativity.
I could have trained my young fella to cook it because there wasn't a whole lot of cooking in it, but it was still lovely and I enjoyed it. Simple, clean flavours, the rhubarb, and very seasonal as well.
Overall, I think it's like if somebody came to dinner and I had to rush into the kitchen and put something together at the last minute, this is what I'd come up with. I think it's very weak.
Having completed their challenge, it's now a waiting game for the contestants to find out which 2 will be eliminated.
Suppose I feel that the people today, they cooked with fear, and I felt it on my food. The other side of it is, if the food came out perfect, I'd be worried.
Considering it is quite early, I thought they all did fantastically well. I certainly saw enough to see major potential.
Coming down to an amateur competition, I didn't expect to see such a nice dish. What we did so today and what we eat today, pretty impressive, yeah.
So, boss, how was your day?
Good. I mean, it was the first opportunity to see them under pressure as individuals.
Did anybody panic?
Yeah, there was a few flappers for sure.
Was there, yeah?
Mary ran into some real problems keeping herself clean, but she cooked a great dish.
It was a great dish, I have to say.
The best, the dish of the day. Yeah. Fantastic starter.
Without a doubt.
There was some really weak dishes.
Yeah, tell me about the salmon, because I was actually quite excited by it. But those, like, the salmon was overcooked.
You know, I was surprised. Richard really seemed to pull it together very well. So, I mean, the fact that the salmon was overcooked was a real big mistake on his part.
Again, he overcomplicated. Why didn't he just keep it simple?
Connell was under pressure today.
Well, he sold how many?
8.
8, that's big. That's a tall order. I thought the fish was nicely cooked, under-seasoned, and it wasn't enough moisture in the risotto. But if he sold 8 hakes, he must have been under immense pressure to get them out.
What was your highlight of the day?
Tatin was fantastic. I have to say, in the hand of my heart, it was stunning, 10 out of 10. And his ice cream was gorgeous. So, yeah, for me, that was dish of the day for me.
Good.
Barry's pan perdue, it was just a letdown. I mean, he didn't cook it correctly, it wasn't even in milk, it had no sugar, there was no egg around it. It was still raw brioche in the middle.
And it goes back to the problems of taking a classic, not understanding why the classic works, and modernising it without really achieving anything.
Yeah, no, if you're a good cook, you should be able to come up to the mark and do a nice classic dessert well, and it fell short. And Grant, my God, I mean...
I was a little bit surprised at how he worked under pressure. Overall, he's a lot to learn still. His seasoning really suffered. The presentation of the dish he really struggled with. His organisation he really struggled with.
Like Yarrick's short crust pastry.
That looked beautiful.
It looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Execution-wise, taste, I think it's slightly undercooked, the pastry.
He kind of went for this chocolatey thing that was fine, but it's just the wrong pastry for all that fruit.
Pierce, I was expecting greatness from that soup. The watercress, the rocket, the spinach, the duck, poached egg.
It was fine. It was...
surprising though, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it looked fine. He got the colour right. It just lacked some depth and some flavour.
And what about Claire Anne, our little quirky girl there with the mad ingredients?
Well, I was happy with Claire Anne today because she just did something within her control means.
It was nice to see her do something simpler.
And she was a good support. She's definitely a team player.
Christine with the poached rhubarb, the marinated strawberries with the balsamic. Well, why didn't she soak the strawberries in the balsamic? She didn't do that, did she? It was almost like a sticky...
No, she did. She just didn't do it properly.
Yeah, it just wasn't the flavours coming through. She should maybe put some pepper on it.
She didn't. She didn't. I thought the dessert itself was fine. It wasn't. It was more than adequate. But at this stage of the competition, every dish needs to be a winner. There's no room for failure at this stage.
No, you can't. You can't.
It really is a case of eliminating people on the basis of how well they're performing, and there was a few shots short today.
Guys, I know you're feeling very nervous. It has been a real challenge today, I have to say.
It was very interesting today to watch you all under pressure. It's one thing to cook one dish, it's another thing to cook maybe as many as 8 dishes. I think everybody learned something about themselves today.
There were 4 of you today who really stood out and were exceptional. And they are Mary, Bridgine, Claire Anne, and Mike. Will you please stand over near the sign? Thank you. And well done.
So there's another 4 that deserve to stay. Richard, Connell, Yarrick, and Shane. So step forward. Richard, brilliant doing salmon 3 ways. If all of it's overcooked, not much point. Doesn't matter what fancy ingredients we put together from whatever part of the world, if we're not going to use basic techniques like salt and lemon juice, where's the magic? Where's the importance? Where's the relevance? Shane, overall, quite a challenging dish for you today. You were under pressure. You need to find your second speed. I need to see your second speed for you to stay in this competition. Yarrick, a beautiful looking dessert, but the wrong choice of pastry. Our brain can't stop at the door. It has to reach onto the floor. And if the pastry is going to become soggy, then the dish won't live. The dish looked great. I'm not sure if it ate great. Connell, our seasoning was so bad today on the risotto. It was actually embarrassing. We really need you, regardless of how many covers you watched, what you could do today with 8. Doesn't matter how much pressure I put you under, the dish comes first.
Okay.
The dish comes first. Make sense?
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well done, guys. It's done.
Unfortunately, the 2 who are going no further in the competition are Barry and Grant. Will you please leave the MasterChef kitchen and hang up your aprons?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, love.
Thanks, guys.
You too. Join this lot.
Pretty devastated, like, that's pretty much the end, you know what I mean? Something you really, really wanted, and just for it to be over, it's pretty hard, like.
This dream of me opening a restaurant is something I want to pursue now, much more. Will I achieve it? Yes, I will. When? We'll see.
Next time on MasterChef.
You will be responsible for preparing canapes. I think it's the right task at the right point that we're at in the competition.
Whoa, that's a 3 grand machine, yeah? This is gone, it goes in the bin.
Like, my cat could have made that dish, it really was that easy.
We won't be able to serve this, it's too salty.